everyone, welcome to Rev Sports. This is another pre-match show. And joining me today is Snehashish Mukherjee. We've been covering the 100 and today was a double header. The first match was between Welsh Fire and Trent Rockets. And Trent Rockets women, they have already won. Once again, I think the only player that we have to talk about is Beth Mooney, player of the match, going out there and scoring those runs. Snehashish, a lot of comments regarding Beth Mooney. I'm just going to take them. Um, Gisht. Okay, once again, I'm very sorry. I have trouble pronouncing your name, but I apologize. So they are saying that Beth Mooney back at trance once again. Like, how good is she? She's so goated that when she doesn't score in the matches, we feel that she's playing bad or horrible. Indian players can learn a lot from her. Okay, so there's another comment following that. How she runs, her fitness is second to none, and she just handles the situation so well. Like when Mooney is in middle, you know she's going to make her team win, which is true, Snehashish. This is, and I think compared to the other innings that she's played in this tournament, today she looked more stable on the crease. Your thoughts?
No doubt about that. And as just mentioned that, how good she is. We saw in the T20 World Cup how good she was with the bat. And now, and now the way she batted in this game, I think excellent. And if you see the strike rate, I think again, just hitting 1-6 and those boundaries, I think she was brilliant. So overall, again, another day when Bateman proved that, even with proper strike rotation and not showing that much of power hitting, you can do well, and you can win games for your team. So I think Bateman against prove that, and as you mentioned, and I think not only Indian batters, I think all batters and any other batter should watch Bateman's innings and try to learn how consistently she's managed to pull this thing off, especially in big matches. So I think again, good stuff from Mooney, deservingly the player of the matches because it was not a very tricky chase, but using her experience, she ensured that she almost ended the chase by herself only, and she did that. Excellent 50. So yeah, good knock and good for Trent Rockets.
Absolutely, and then there will be Gish is also saying that once she gets going, she mostly converts her score into a big one. Glad she's getting the salary she deserves. Okay, and we all know what kind of player Beth Mooney is. Yeah, she's just mentioned in his answer. But then moving on, there's another question. Ashley Gardner's captaincy is a bit questionable. O thinks Sophie Molyneux and I think Sophie Molyneux and Jahila McGrath are way better than her. Do you agree, Snehashish, or do you feel that Ashley Gardner is doing fine? I mean, her team did win today. You're on mute, Snehashish.
Yes. Yes, I'm back. Yes. Today, Naxua Brandt was the captain as she make a comeback. So, yeah, but Ashley Gardner's captaincy, I think questions were there after the WPL also. I think in the WPL also, despite taking her team to the playoffs, I think questions were there regarding some decisions. So, yes, not convincing enough to think that Ashley Gardner should be the captain of Australia or should have given the captaincy of Australia ahead of Sophie Molyneux because the two others name that you have taken against Sophie Molyneux has been proving every day. The way she led the team in the T20 World Cup, won the T20 World Cup, and now three wins in three games for in the 100 as well for Southern Brave. I think Sophie Molyneux has been delivering every day. So no doubt that right now Sophie Molyneux is leading the race compared to Ashley Gardner. But with Tyler McGrath, I don't know. Tyler McGrath had her chances but couldn't deliver when there was a situation. So I don't know whether where the comparison stands when it comes to Ashley Gardner and Tyler McGrath in terms of captaincy. But as of now, yes, there is a little bit of question regarding Ashley Gardner's captaincy, despite she won one of the two games that she captained Trent Rockets in the earlier phase.
Now, Bhanumati is saying Nat wasn't the captain. Ash is the official captain of Trent Rockets. Ash led the team
Okay,
today.
okay.
But
Okay. So I
wasn't
maybe
Nat
misunderstood.
supposed to take over Snehashish? Now, this is one question that I also had. Wasn't Nat supposed to
Yes,
take over?
yes. Actually, I because when I started to watch the game, I saw that Nat made a comeback. So I thought maybe that she is the captain because that was the update we got that when she missed those two earlier games, that is why we got to know that Ash will lead the team because Nat Shivaband is not available and she will make a comeback most probably after two games. So that is what happened. It was good to see Nat Shivaband making a comeback. So I thought maybe that he was the captain. So yeah, so if Ash is the captaincy and if the Twin Rockets thinking like that she will continue and she will be better option. So yeah, then let's see how she does. So then it's a good stats for her as of now. 2 wins out of 3 games, not bad. But still, some decisions, some bowling rotation and fielding placement as well. I think is some questionable. So let's see how she does.
Absolutely. And Gish is saying that even last year, Ash led the team ahead of
Hmm.
Nat when Nat was fit. Ash is the
Hmm. Hmm.
official captain, and they announced a month back that she was going to lead the team. Uh, what is it? Okay,
Okay.
now
Okay.
now that
Okay.
we're talking about it, Ash is the official captain. We all know, and thank you to our viewers for correcting us.
Yeah.
But somewhere or the other, would you? I mean, if you were in the management, would you pick Ashley Gardner over Nat Silverbrandt as your captain? That's the
I
question.
will not. I will not. That is why I was so confident that maybe in terms of it, there's a question regarding natural brand. That is why maybe the team has been giving. Even last year, I also thought that maybe, considering the 2025 ODI World Cup, maybe this decision was taken in that sense that Ashley Gardner will captain the side. But it's okay if the franchise always thinks in a defined way, not in a conventional way. So maybe they have understood something, they have thought something that can be useful by making Ashley Gardner the captain and playing Nat Silverbrand only as a player. So yeah, but if you ask me personally, I would definitely any day I will go for Nat Silverbrand the captain over Ashley Gardner. Though Nat Silverbrand has not also been that much of convincing when it comes to captaincy, but still I think in terms of leading from the front, performing consistently for any team, I think Nat Silverbrand is quite ahead of Ashley Gardner. So in that term, I will go with Nat Silverbrand. But it's okay. Let's see how she does. As of now, good start for Trent Rockets, 2 wins out of 3 games.
Absolutely, and if we move on to the second game between London Spirit Women and MI London, the toss has already been there, and we have the result. London Spirits, they have won the toss and they have opted to field. Now, I'm just
Ah,
going to read out the playing 11. So for MI London, you have Hayley Matthews, Alice Davidson Richards, Holly Armitage, Amelia Kerr, Nicola Carey, Chanel Henry, Kira Chatley, Alice Monaghan, Tara Norris, Daniel Gregory, Christy Gordon. And then for London Spirits, you have Grace Harris, Amy Jones, Maria Kelly, Marizana Cap, Stur Callis, Nadine D. Clark, Deandra Doughton, Charis Pable, Charlotte Dean, Katie George, Trudy Johnson. Sneha Sheesh, what I wanted to ask you is that for London Spirit, Charlotte Dean, I mean, how are you viewing her as a captain so far?
yeah. See, I think for London Spirit, it has been a mixed season so far. I will say 2 games. I think 1 win and 1 loss. For MI London, it has been horrible. 3 games and 3 losses. But for London Spirit, as I think telling in another live that I expect London Spirit to make a comeback because of the captain. Obviously, Charlie Dean has that capability to lead the side in tough conditions and making the side perform well in under tremendous pressure. I think London Spirit has that DNA to make a comeback, and I think they will. So let's see how they do today. But in terms of captaincy of Charlie Dean, as I said earlier, also I think she is a very loving character among her teammates. Everybody loves to play under her, and the way she backs her player, the way she stands for her players, for her teammates, I think is brilliant to see. And whatever opportunity she has managed so far in recent times when it comes to leading England, I think she has done well, and she is quite aggressive as well when it comes to pressure situation. So overall, I think it's a good package when it comes to for a leadership quality. So let's see how she does today. But very surprised, Shurjani, if you can see in the playing 11, I think Danny White Hodge has been dropped.
Yes, yes, Danny Watt Hodge is not there. That
Mm,
is what I was also seeing. She is not playing, and
mm,
I was about to
mm,
ask you the next question.
mm,
There is no update. I am not seeing an update in the app regarding
mm,
why she's not playing. Initially,
mm,
when I did not see her in the playing 11, I thought there was some injury or something. So there's a
mm,
question:
mm.
has she been dropped because she's not fit, or has she been dropped, to kind of adjust the other players into the team?
She
But
scored. She scored
she scored
50
a
in the last game. Remained
yes, she
unbeaten.
did.
Mm,
It was a slow innings, though. It was a slow innings,
mm,
Snehashish,
mm,
and I was asking about that. Danny Wathodge, we've seen her throughout the World Cup, but somewhere or the other, she is not. She is scoring runs, but we are not getting to see
mm.
that typical game that we usually see of her. So, your thoughts on Danny Wathodge,
Yes.
and do you think she's dropped today? I mean, I'll still check on the app, and I'll
No,
also
I
request
think.
our
Yeah,
viewers
I
to.
think Gist has commented that Danny White Hodge has been rested.
suggested. Okay,
Yeah.
it has been
Okay,
confirmed.
it has been confirmed. Okay. Okay. So then it is a complete decision of the team management. Considering the options they have, they can go with. But see, I think I absolutely agree with Shojani that the Danny Ware you saw in the World Cup, especially in the group stage, somewhere she is not managing to contemplate that performance in this 100 so far. I think if you see after those five group stage games, even in the semi-final and final, she didn't score that much. And from that period only, I think she has kind of lost that form. So unfortunate that she is not being able to score at that particular rate where she can make a huge difference when it comes to opening the batting. But still, considering the experience, considering the quality, no doubt that she is still a key player for the team. So let's see. Today, obviously, she has not been picked. She has been rested, as Gist has confirmed. The team have confirmed that. So let's see whether she makes a comeback or not in the next game. Because if today, whoever opens along with Haley Matthews, if she does well, then it will be very trickier for the team management to again calling back Danny White back into the equation. Because for me, I think the best position, the only position for Danny White should be to opening the innings. And just because in the upcoming game, if you really think that okay, I have to manage Danny White Hodge in the playing 11, so let's try her in the middle overs. I think that will not work, especially in 100 format. So let's see how the other opener, whoever gets the opportunity, does today along with Haley Matthews. But if this is a race decision, then it is completely fine. It is within, it is completely on the team management's court.
Absolutely, and there is an Moore has also been rested. She's also not playing. I just checked.
Mm, mm.
She's also not playing for London Spirits today. So a couple of changes in the team. But now, if I sorry, am I London? Am I London? If I'm not wrong. Okay, and now I'm
Which
a little
player?
confused. I'm a little confused.
Because today is the London Derby. London Derby today.
Exactly. Exactly. So now I'm saying London, but which London? I'm confused. But then moving on, if you talk about London Spirit women only, we've spoken about Charlotte Dean, but then Grace Harris and Amy Jones. Your thoughts on the duo? Because we've been talking about them as well. Going out there and they've been
Mm.
opening, and I think they've been doing a good job. But your thoughts on the duo, Snehashish?
See, I think, as I said earlier, also, I think the most of the duties, most of the responsibilities will be on someone like Grace Harris. I think the more runs she scores at the top, I think that will be beneficial for the team. With Amy Jones in this format, I don't know what kind of expectation you should keep from her. So let's see. She is getting opportunities as of now, and she is doing decent enough, I will say. But still, as an opener in this format, you need more. You need more consistency, you need more runs, and you need that strike rate as well. So let's see how she does. But for London Spirit, I will say, just like other day, I think ahead of the tournament opener of them, I think we both discussed that how crucial will be Madison Cap, Nadine de Klerk, and Dwayne Dottin for them. And see in the last game, I think Nadine de Klerk, the way she batted and won the game for them, under that pressure situation. I think it was brilliant. It was not any easy chase. I think it was again Trent Rockets, if I'm not wrong. But the way she pulled up the chase and a typical Nadine de Klerk finish, I think it was so good to see. So let's see if she continues to bat well and continues to showcase that momentum that she gained in the last game. But one more player that I'm looking forward in today's game, as you mentioned the name, I think Stede Kellis. Stede Kellis is a Netherlands player. She was in the World Cup and she is a all-rounder as well. And she has experience of playing in England in domestic cricket. So let's see how she does if she gets any opportunity.
Yes, Nehashish, now I know which player I was talking about. I was talking about Kyla Moore. And she
Uh,
plays for MI London. I just got
in my
confused
land.
because I was looking at her name and I saw that she was dropped. But then I looked
London
at both the
Derby.
teams' names and both of them are London's. So I got a little confused. I apologize. But
Yeah.
moving on, Snehashish, we've been talking about the opening duo as well. But if we shift on to the other London, we have to also talk about Hayley Matthews. Although in the previous match
Mm,
her team was on the losing side, we cannot deny
mm,
the fact that it was Hayley Matthews who went out there and scored with the
mm.
bat as well as took crucial wickets.
Four
So your thoughts
wickets.
on Hayley Matthews as a bowler and how well has she been complementing the whole team? I mean, we all know what kind of player Hayley Matthews is and what capabilities
Mm.
she has, but not,
Yeah, not
not
surprising at all. Yeah, not surprising at all. It is highly expected that Haley Matthews in a franchise tournament will do the job for the team, any team that for she's playing for. But see, I think for me, I think Haley Matthews doing the job with the ball is kind of a bonus for me. Obviously, she has all potential and she takes wicket in regular intervals. But for me, more than the bowler, I would love to see the better Haley Matthews doing the job for the team. She's getting starts, she's scoring those 20s, 30s, but somehow she's not being able to convert those into big runs. Because the more she bats, she can turn the game's momentum completely in favor of her team. So somewhere in the power play, she is doing the job. She is, giving those good start for the team. But somewhere she is not being able to go further beyond that power play of 25 balls or 30 balls maybe maximum. So I think that is where I think she needs to look something in that area, that she needs to bat a little more longer, that can help the team. But overall, as I mentioned, that personally I would love to see the better Haley Matthews doing more job for the team rather than the bowler, because as a bowling unit they have other option. But still, if she can do the as an all-rounder, that is a bonus for the team as well. But I would love to see the better Haley Matthews doing the job more for the team.
Absolutely, Ashish, and there are a few comments, but before we take that, next question to you, Chanel Henry. Have we not seen that kind of performance from Chanel Henry this season yet? Your thoughts?
No, no, absolutely no. I also agree with that especially with the ball. Again, I know that she is a typical finisher. She can score those quick runs down the order, and she has the power hitting as well. No doubt about that. But again, with Chanel Henley, the primary role of her to take those early wickets as well with the new ball. She has that pace, she has that swing, and she can take that advantage. But somewhere she is struggling. Even in the WPL also, she took in few games she bowled well. She took those early wickets, and again she struggled for consistency. So there is an issue, and she is still working on it. So again, see. If you really want to depend on the batter Chanel Henry, then most of the cases the match is already done and dusted. It's most of the cases the match is already beyond of your grip. You need some miracle from Shin Henley in out of 8 out of 10 occasions to win the games for you as a batter. But with the ball, she can win you more games. I think if she managed to get those early breakthroughs, I think that can set the tone for the team, and that can help the team to win more games rather than batter, Shin Henley or the power hitter Shin Henley doing the job. So let's see again how she does. But just as I said that I would love to see better Haley Matthews doing the job more than the bowler Haley Matthews. I will, completely, set the opposite thing for Shinil Henley. I would love to see the bowler Shinil Henley doing the job early stage for team rather than as a power hitter at the end.
And also, we would hope that today they actually win the match, because against Southern Brave we saw that they lost by 1 run,
Mm,
and at one point it was
mm,
Danny Hotwatch was on the crease and she was a set batter, and we kind of expected them to win, but
mm.
however it was Southern Brave who once again defeated the team. But moving on to the
Yeah, it's
other
high
match.
time because 3 games, 3 losses. If another loss they suffered today, I think it's almost done and dusted for them.
Absolutely. And then, moving on to the other London, which is the London Spirits, the under Doughton. Now, there is a comment regarding the under Doughton, and I'm going to take that. Snehashish Relega. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't think I can pronounce your name
Relangi
properly.
Mavaya. Relangi
Okay.
Mavaya.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry I could not pronounce your name. But moving on, they're saying that Deandra Doughton is leaking runs while bowling and she can't perform well in the finishing role. If she can't perform, maybe then they remove her in future. Not from T20 World Cup also. Your thoughts regarding Deandra Doughton's
Good
current form?
observation. Good observation, Relangi Mavaya. I think she is leaking runs, no doubt about that. And I think this is something Trishadi has been talking about for the last 1 year, maybe. I think Devendra Dautin's time has gone. I think you have to believe that and you have to accept that thing. I think somewhere she is trying to prove again and again in different franchise leagues. But if you see in WPL, in other franchise leagues as well, she is not being able to reciprocate the kind of performances that she was known for, especially with the bat. With the ball, I know that she can bowl at the day, those Yorkers are still there. I can clearly remember the beautifully she bowled in the 2024 T20 World Cup as well. But if you see the recent World Cups, recent matches for West Indies, and even in franchise cricket as well, I think she has not been that much of consistent, be it with the bat, be it with the ball, and she has been struggling. So I think the time has gone for Deandra Doughton. Somewhere See, I think for any sports person, it is very difficult to accept that thing that, my time has gone and it's time to, to stop that thing. It's very tough for mentally. So someone maybe she's trying her best to prove again and again that she's still there. She's still the world boss that she is known for. No doubt the way she has been playing this game for such a long years and the contribution that she made for West Indies and for all the other teams to order all around the world while playing fantasy cricket. But I think it is high time to understand that Denda Dottin's time has gone. I think maybe in one or maybe couple of years we might see the last phases of Denda Dottin's careers. Already, I think we are seeing the last phase of Denda Dottin's careers, but still maybe one more or maybe couple of years. I think Denda Dottin's careers is going to be it.
True. And then, when we talk about the other players as well, Snehashish, my question to you is now this is, I think you will like this question. Marizana Cap, she's getting her full quota of balls, okay?
Mm,
But
mm.
then my question is, do you think that Nadine de Klerk, she is being underutilized in some way or the other? Because in the previous match also we saw she only got 10 balls. Your thoughts?
Mm. Um, See, I think obviously that can be used, no doubt about that. If not 20, I think 15 balls, I think she deserves. She has that potential, that quality to bowl, good 15 balls. But I think she has not started well with the ball in all the games that they have played so far. I think two games they have played. In both games, if you see, I think she didn't get the desired start that she would love to have with the ball. So I think that is why maybe the captain decided that okay, it will be kind of risky. Maybe the day is not good for when it comes to rhythm and all. For Narendra Clark, that is why maybe the captain decided not to go with her beyond 10 balls. But if if she's rolling in her good rhythm, she's looking good, hitting the right line and length. I think any captain will go for it, and I think Charlie Dean will also not hesitate about that. I think definitely, I think she will give her more balls. You never know, 15 or 20 maybe, but no doubt that she can deliver and she can contribute with the ball as well. With the bat, we all know how dangerous she can be, but with the ball as well, especially in slowish tracks, the variation that she has, and she has the simple ability to bowl wicket to wicket. So if she continues and somehow finds the right line and length, and then I think we can see her bowling more and more going forward.
But then, if you look at their bowling lineup as well of the London Spirits, do you feel that they are heavily dependent on the two South African bowlers? I mean, Marizana Cap and Nadine de Klerk. Because apart from that, even if you look at it, you definitely have Deandra Doughton. But we've been talking about Deandra Doughton also. She has been
Mm,
making runs.
mm,
Charlotte Dean, the captain, again, nothing extraordinary that we've
mm.
seen from her with the ball. And then you have Hannah Rainey, and then you have Josie Groves. I'm talking about the previous match, right? So, do you somewhere or the other feel that the entire bowling attack relies on the experience and the variations and the maturity of these two bowlers?
See, I think they're mostly dependent on Madison Cap. I think Madison Cap 20 balls is very crucial for them, and I think she has been bowling superbly well in last two games. I think she was brilliant. The way she is getting those swing, hitting the right lane and length, and at any stage she was giving that responsibility. She was delivering. So I think she has been brilliant. But if you see the options that you mentioned, Shojani, I think the equation is very clear that you will get 20 from Madison Cap, 20 from Charlie Dean, and then you have Deandra Doughton, Narendra Clark. So from Deandra Doughton, Narendra Clark, you expect maybe 30 balls, if not 40. If they are not having good days, maybe 30 balls. So you have your 70 balls there, and then maybe the other options that you mentioned, then rest of 20 or 30 balls. So I think that's a clear option for them, equation for them. But somewhere, apart from Madison Cap, as a other bowling options that they have, including Charlie Dean, I am saying, as you mentioned, they have not been that much extraordinary when it comes to consistency, when it comes to taking wickets. So I think that is where I think they need to work. You cannot depend only one bowler. If she bowls well, if she creates the pressure, we can still, we can be still saved if we are not delivering. I think in a long term in a tournament like 100, that cannot save you. So I think it's high time for them to click as a unit, especially the bowling unit, and for them the experienced ones like Narendra Clark, like Gender Dottin, Charlie needs to be more proactive, needs to be more effective with the ball. Otherwise it will be difficult for them, because see, Mazen Cap is doing, she will do her job, but still she is still a human, right? One or two bad days will come, no doubt about that, in a long tournament like this. So when she will have a bad day, then what will be your plan? then how can you do the job? Who will say, okay, Mazen Kev is having the bad day, I will step up in place of her? Who will be that player? Who will be that bowler? So I think that is the highest question. This is the big question right now. So this is the right time. This is the right match for them to tell, to as a bowling units to click together and perform better. Otherwise, it will be difficult for them.
Very true. And then we'll just take a few comments before we close the show. But before we close the show, Snehasi, I'm going to ask you about your predictions. But over here, Bhanumati, I missed this comment actually. They are saying that Tahila McGrath is a better leader than Ash because she led her team to two
Mhm.
WBBL titles, something that even Sophie hasn't done. And according to her teammate, she commands very well and has that Aussie mentality.
I agree to that
This
last
was not her
line, that
idea. She also
mentality.
feels that Kahila is a better leader and she was the heiress to the
Mm.
throne if it wasn't for her form.
See, I completely agree to that last line, that she has that Aussie mentality. I think her body language, the way she conducts herself, I think you kind of, whenever you see, because I have seen her very closely, so I have seen that. I think the Aussie mentality is there, but obviously the numbers are there that she led her teams to win those two WBBS, and she has done well. But for Australia, her record has not been that good. And after that, the way she has been treated as a player as well, not only as a captain, she has not been considered the captaincy for the next time around. She has been named as one of the vice captain, and then not being able to get a place in the playing 11 throughout the World Cup. A World Cup that a World Cup that Tyler McGrath won, but didn't play a single minute, despite being a vice captain, one of the vice captain. So it is very difficult to understand how, mentally where she could be right now as a player. And when as a player you are not sure of your place in the playing 11, whatever the reasons, maybe the combinations, maybe the form, doesn't matter. So how do you see that she could be in a good place to be a leader as well? I think as of now, currently, if you ask me, if I am Tyler McGrath, I will think that as a player, if I get chance, I will need to make the most of that, right? First of all, and then I will think about the captain and all. If I perform well, the all other things like captaincy and other things will come definitely to me. So as of now, I think mentally wise, I think she will be not in the right place. So if she gets any chance for any team to captaincy, it's a welcome thing for her. I think at this stage of her career. But for me, I think first she needs to show that she is still there as a player. She can still deliver as a player, and that can help her to get captaincy going forward for any team, be it Australia or be it any other franchise team. So let's see where her career, takes her.
Okay, and Snehashish, last question to you before we close the show. Which London is going to win today? Am I London or London sports?
See, I think London Spirit are looking good for me on paper and in terms of form as well, because MI London has been horrible, three losses out of three. But for the sake of the tournament, I want MI London to win today. I think so early stage of the tournament, and already if a team losing 4 out of 4 games, it almost like one team is out of the contention race. So in a franchisee league, you always want things to be more complicated, things to be more interesting, going heading into the business stage of the game, business stage of the tournament. So let's see. So for the sake of the tournament, I want London to win, but for me, obviously London Spirit starting favorites.
True, and the only two teams that kind of look strong right now are the Southern Braves and the Manchester Super Giants. And then apart from that, you have Trent
Mm,
Rockets as well, and then Welsh Fire, Sunrisers, London Spirits, and Birmingham Phoenix. All of them are there at number four. They share a tight spot, and then at the end
mm,
of the table we
mm.
have MI London. So that is a bit concerning,
Zero.
and like you said, just for the sake of the game, we expect MI London to win. And we'll only have an answer to that after
Mm.
the end of the game, and we will come back for the post show. So till then, keep an eye on Rev Sports, and also to our viewers, if you've noticed, the glitch in Snehashi's voice is completely gone. So now we can do long shows and you can enjoy. So thank you so much for watching Rev Sports. We'll be back.
Thank you.